Krista. I love you, Krista. What is your favorite season and why is it your favorite? Spring. Because everything is like new and things are coming out. It's just starting to get warm. It's not too hot yet. And like you just see new life everywhere and it's really beautiful and I just like it a lot. Plus I hate cold weather. Yellow, quick, what is the first thing that comes to mind? Bananas. Which do you prefer, sweet and salty or sweet and spicy? Sweet and salty. I don't like spicy things. Spicy things make my tongue hurt. If you could have a man imported from another country, where would he come from? Japan. Would you pay extra for rush delivery? Yes. Do you wish to have bubble wrap or those little foam peanuts? I would choose the foam peanuts because if I had bubble wrap, I would be so distracted by like popping them, I'd forget that he was there and he'd stare at me and be like, you like paid so much money to get me over here from Japan. Why aren't you paying attention to me? And if I was in Japan, I'd probably choose something really cool like Italy or France. Like, especially Italy because they have such good accents there. Anyways, or the UK. I love British accents. Yeah. Anyways, how much time do I spend living in fantasy, reality, in between? I think I spend most of my time in between time because, well, it's weird because, okay, fantasy is when I have a piece of paper in front of me when I'm writing or daydreaming, which happens often, and when I'm role-playing, so my hands are like on the keyboard. But as soon as I close the keyboard, close my laptop or like stop writing or stop like daydreaming, reality just snaps into place. I have like a fairly like strong line there, and like I don't know, I guess it really doesn't blur it that often. Sometimes, yeah, it doesn't really blur. Sometimes people have issues with things blurring together and getting confused between reality and fantasy, but I usually don't have that problem. Sometimes I will fantasize when I should be paying attention to something else, but in reality, but I usually have a fine line between them, except for during chemistry class. I kind of just my mind goes bleh, yes, that bleh, and I just think about fantasy stuff. Anyways, if you could choose to live on a planet, which one would you pick? Pluto. Oh wait, that's not a planet anymore. Neptune would be pretty. No, that's too cold. I don't know. I kind of just like Earth. I don't really like any of the other ones that much. They're kind of either too cold or too hot. Earth is the best choice. Which brand, Coke or Pepsi? I'm a Pepsi person. Actually, I'm drinking Dr. Pepper right now, but Pepsi all the way, which is a Pepsi product. Dr. Pepper is, and it really bothers me that my college has Coke products instead of Pepsi products. So, Pepsi's better. What's your favorite meal of the day, and what's your favorite dish of that meal? I think I like dinner, and I think I like quesadillas. I mean, I already talked about before how I like pasta stuff, but I mean, I'm not going to say the same twice, but quesadillas are really good, and that's like my second favorite thing, so yeah, that works. How often do I look at the night sky? Do you ever think of how beautiful it is? This is a really deep question, Krista. But I look at the night sky whenever I'm outside, like at night. I think it's really beautiful all the time. Like we did stargazing a couple weekends ago here at the dorm with our floor, and it was so much fun. We just kind of goofed off and looked at the stars. I'm like, look, it's Orion, and oh, look, it's Sagittarius. Everyone's like, what? Because I'm a nerd. The Muppets, which is your all-time favorite? I like Kermit and Miss Piggy are my two favorites, but I think Miss Piggy is my favorite. Just because she's so crazy and wild. Do you think I spammed you with too many questions? Do you think I spammed you with too many questions? Do you think I spammed you with too many questions? Do you think I just spammed you with too many questions? Does your brain hurt yet? Mine does. Well, yeah, mine kind of does hurt too, and you didn't spam with too many because it's fine. I like getting questions, and my brain always hurts after I think too much. Final question. What is your lucky number, and why is it your lucky number? Number 2. I don't know. I like even numbers. Anything that's even number I like. And number 2, I just chose it because, I don't know, because You can share 2 easily. Like, you have another person here, you can give them your other Reese cup. 2 Reese cups in a package. Averagely, I mean, unless you get the king size and there's 4, but that's 2 twos. So that's what it works. And then, like, there's, like, yeah, so things are better in 2s. Now from Hime, I love you, Hime. If you could choose one person meaning it isn't Jesus, to be abandoned on a deserted island with, who would it be? I would choose you, Hime. Or either that or a really good looking guy. Sorry, no offense. If I had to be stuck with anyone, I want them to be someone I would like. So probably I would end up choosing you anyways. Even though a really good looking guy would be fabulous to be stuck with. Ooh, or someone who knows how to get off the deserted island. They would be a good person to have. If I wasn't choosing, like, someone I liked. Anyways, what is more attractive about a man? His arms, legs, or chest? When I look at a guy, I usually like their arms, but, I mean, chest is really nice to look at, and so I don't really look at legs often. I think you should look up. You should have said eyes, because eyes I think are the most attractive part of a guy, but, and hair is attractive too, but eyes I think are really the most important. But out of the ones you listed, probably the arms, because I want a guy that can just like wrap me up in his arms and hold me tight and keep me warm and toasty. Okay, next question. Would you ever use headbutt no jutsu in real life? For people who don't know, headbutt no jutsu is from the latest chapter of Naruto, where I posted about this, by the way, in my last post, where Naruto's running across, like, the forest, and then he sees Toby. I'm just gonna call him Toby now because that's what he called himself earlier. Toby, and he doesn't stop to say hi. He just goes bam, hits him right in the forehead, and head with his head, and it's like crack. I'm like, ow, that has to hurt. So would I ever use that in real life? No, because it would be painful, and I don't want pain in my head. And plus, I've already lost enough brain cells. I can't afford to lose any more. He was my first crush. It was probably this kid named Kurt, and he's been my friend since for kindergarten, and he was my first crush that I ever had. And I had crushes on him like various times. Like I'd like have a crush on someone else, and I'd go back to him, but he was my first crush. Sorry. If you had a choice, would you date Drew Astor, her character? Yes, I would. Well, maybe. Well, I mean, he's a really good character, and I probably would date him, but I'm not sure I would get along with him as well because he reminds me a lot of this annoying kid in my chemistry and my foundation of education class, Andrew, and which is ironic, Andrew, and he frustrates me because he doesn't understand. I don't know if he likes me or not, and he doesn't understand that I like him. That's beside the point, and he just frustrates me, and Drew would kind of frustrate me too, so I'm not sure if I could. If he asked me, though, I probably would accept him. Have I ever heard the song Come Back to Texas by Bowling for Soup? I have. It's been a while, but I have. Because it's kind of like an older song, but I have heard it. Next question. Have I ever gone to Texas? I have, a couple times. I have family who lives in Texas, so I've been there a few times. It's a big state. And I visited the Alamo. Yay, Alamo. And I went on like this flight carrier thing. I don't know. It was weird. It was a boat, and I got seasick, even though it was not moving, but it was rocking. It was very windy. What ails you? What ails me? I have a cold. Does that count? I'm not sure. Hime, you're weird. Well, at least you didn't give me weird questions as I asked, because I asked really weird ones. Anyways, do I know the Muffin Man? Indeed, I do know the Muffin Man. He is my long-lost brother. I guess you didn't know that. We're like besties. We're like closer than you and I are. We're like best friends, the Muffin Man and I. Well, it was a lot of fun answering your questions. I hope you enjoyed hearing my answers to it. I'll see you guys around later. Bye!